Welcome to this episode of Evo Inspires. Today I am lucky enough to be sitting down with Hillary. Tell us about yourself, Hillary.
Hi. I'm Hillary and I work on the vintrace product at Encompass, and I'm an engineering team lead. So I work with 4 to 5 developers and we work on building up the vintrace product, which is a winery software. So we help wineries run their business, manage the production of wine from the grapes all the way through to bottling.
We'll jump straight in. What is one piece of career advice that you wish someone had given you when you were first starting out?
I think at the start of my career, I was quite anxious. I was very unsure of myself. I was not very confident. And I think that this really held me back more than anything else. It felt like everyone I was working with knew everything and I knew nothing. And it was pretty overwhelming thinking about how much I didn't know, how much I needed to learn. So I think the piece of advice that I wish I could go back and give myself at that time would be to recognize that every single person that I'm working with, the intern, the senior developer, executives, we're all learning and growing and we're all figuring it out as we go. And when I realized this, it was like things kind of clicked for me, and it really helped to boost my confidence and reduce my anxiety. And instead of spending all this time worrying about what I don't know, what do I need to be learning, I was really able to just take it day by day and focus on, what's the next step to continue building and growing. And like I said, it was that lack of confidence that was really holding me back. And so I think, recognizing that everyone around me is we're all in the same place and we're all just figuring it out, that would have helped me a lot to learn that earlier on in my career.
And can you share a pivotal moment in your career journey that made a significant impact?
Yeah, so I think for me, it's really more right at the start of my career, where I had the most pivotal moment that had the most impact for me. That was, so my background is in politics. I have a bachelor's degree in political science, and I then moved to Australia to go to law school. And after about a year of law school, I realized that I really couldn't see myself in a career as a lawyer. I wish I had recognized that a little bit earlier on before, moving to the other side of the world and studying for the LSATs and, a whole year of law school. But I really think that I'm glad that I was able to recognize that at that time. And I think, better late than never. So at that time, I purely on a gut feeling dropped out of law school and decided to take a course in software development. And that gut feeling was really based on a 6-month, 1-semester class that I did when I was 14 in programming, where I learned C++. And I really liked it and I was pretty good at it, but I never continued with it beyond that. So I looked back and I thought, this is something I really liked a long time ago. I'm going to try it. And because of that decision there, that progressed into getting a diploma of software development, getting an internship through Code Like a Girl, which then developed into a full-time role, leading up to a leadership position. And so I think looking back, it was that moment of, I can't be a lawyer. I need to drop out of law school and try something else, and just following my gut.
Lastly, how do you, approach challenges and setbacks in your professional life, and what's your go-to strategy for overcoming them?
I think the best answer I could give to this question is to rely on the support of others rather than trying to do everything by myself. And I think whether it's if you're stuck trying to figure out how to write a piece of functionality, or trying to figure out how to prioritize things for your team, or even when you're trying to find a new role, it is so much easier to rely on other people and get help than to try to do everything yourself. And because of that, you actually end up with a better result. And I think alongside this is the idea of building genuine relationships. Of course, I want to be a genuine person at work as much as I do outside of work, but there actually are benefits in doing so, and you see the results in doing so. And there are studies that suggest that teams that know each other and actually like each other are more effective. And it also makes it a lot easier to give and receive feedback when you know each other on a personal level. So I think it's not just relying on others, it's building those relationships in the first place so that when you are faced with challenges, you have those people to rely on.